It's 2024, and for the past, 10 years, people have been shouting for equality. But equality only applies to the good things, none of the bad things, none of the consequences. And what I mean by that, you're probably wondering, what is this old man rambling about? I'm talking about consequences for your actions, like committing crimes. You'll ever notice that a lot of the times, if a man and woman commit the same crime, the dude goes away for a much longer period of time than the chick. She's always getting like light sentences, like 5 years, while the guy gets double digits for the same crime. It's kind of crazy to me that, people love to shout for equality, but in terms of societal standards, this isn't something that has been retconned when it desperately needs to be. It needs to be fixed, man. Like, anyway, so for the people that don't know, we're going to be talking about a situation that I covered back in 2021. I'm going to play this part real quick for you to get a grasp of the situation. Something a bit more serious. I'm not sure if you all know about the whole Oliver Stevens situation that happened in January. So pretty much this autistic kid caught his girlfriend cheating. She was sending nudes to like a bunch of niggas, and he got mad, he got pissed off, and he yelled at her. So she found it fit to actually put a bounty out on this kid's head, right? Then these two mega simps pretty much took up the job, and she lured him to a park, and sadly that is where he died. And the reason why, so this video is going to be covering an update on that situation and where the killers are today. One of the fans of the channel who has been subscribed for I think pretty much since the beginning told me that he came across it on Instagram and I should check it out. So I pulled up the article, and it says, where are the Ollie Stevens killers now? And we're gonna get into this. So the girl and the two boys are currently behind bars and serving sentences for murder in young offender institutions. In September 2021, all three were sentenced by Judge Heather Norton. I remember this person. I was angry at this person too, right? The eldest of the two boys who had fought with Ollie was handed a life sentence with a minimum of 12 years. I think that's fine, but in my opinion, the minimum should be 15, because what they did was truly heinous. They lured this autistic kid and then stabbed him to death because he had a prettier girlfriend than them. It was completely out of jealousy, honestly. Anyway, so we continue here. The younger boy who stabbed the 13-year-old autistic boy was also given a life sentence with a minimum of 13 years. The 14-year-old girl originally received a sentence of 3 years and 2 months after Ollie was brutally killed. I was so pissed when I first heard this. I was like, you orchestrated a hit out on your boyfriend because he caught you sending nudes to other boys and got rightfully angry at you. You put a hit out on him, he died, and then you got 3 fucking years? I was so pissed off. I was like, bro, what? And there was like, at the time I remember too, there was like a bunch of simp losers and a bunch of creepy weirdos who were, they found she was attractive even though she was underage. So they was like saying things like, oh, she's too pretty to go to jail. She doesn't deserve to go to prison. Y'all need to let her out, let her go onto Instagram and do her thing. Like, this is the mentality that some of these fucking weirdos have in our society, man. And it was really pissing me off. But anyway, let's get back to the updates, okay? A couple of months later in December 2024, hold on, what? A couple months later in 2024, bro, that's years down the road. What the fuck you mean a couple of months? Anyway, 3 appeal judges later ruled that her sentence was unduly lenient, and I agree. So these are the judges' names. I'm terrible with names, right? Each of these judges said the term should be increased to 5 years. Now, I agree with what they originally said, but 5 years is fucking nothing for the dumb bitch that claimed the life of this innocent autistic kid. I don't give a fuck if y'all think that I sound too aggressive or anything like that. She is a deplorable person. right? She doesn't deserve forgiveness. There's even evidence that I posted in the original video as well. I'm gonna tag that video in the link in the description below if you all want to watch it. But there's evidence that I showed where she was making fun of the kid that died, and she was saying things like, oh well, his mom could always make another one, and like straight up hiding and deleting evidence. She was doing all of this extra criminal shit that in my opinion deserves way more than 5 years, right? 5 years and you're out and you're free, you know. And as I said at the beginning of this video, man, it's this equality thing that pisses me off. Like, a lot of women advocate for equality and all of this bullshit only for good things though. They want like higher pay, they want more rights, they want all of the positives but none of the negatives. And that's something that really shows how absolutely shallow a lot of them are, because at this time you wasn't seeing a lot of women calling for her to get an increased sentence either. And it's something that pissed me off so much, bro. But that's the updates. I'm fucking exhausted just talking about this. I'm so mad right now, bro. It fucking sucks. But again, I'm gonna say it again, rest in peace to Ollie. He deserved like so much better. If you'll agree with my takes and you think that this fucking weasel of a girl deserves to be in prison for a much longer period of time, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you disagree and you think she's too pretty for jail, go fuck yourself. Please turn yourself into the nearest police station. I think you're a creep. That girl is underage, and if you're one of those weirdos, that I hope you eventually get caught by what's his name, Fuzzy Tube or something. I hope you get slapped up by that guy. And to everybody else, y'all go ahead and have a good rest of your day, okay? Later.